Episode 9 is set to end the Skywalker saga and the sequel trilogy itself by writer and director J.J. Abrams and Chris Terrio. This is Mike Zero. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, one thing I will say that I am very excited to see in this movie is exactly how JJ is going to connect this film to not just the prequels, but also the original trilogy and Star Wars Rebels. Now, these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film when it comes to some of the set leaks, the set designs, the concept art, and storyboard descriptions, etc. One of which has all to do with J.J. Abrams and what he plans to do with one of the prequel trilogy characters. Now, what's really exciting has all to do with actor Ewan Mcgregor. It's described that J.J. Abrams plans to use Ewan Mcgregor for a scene in the film that is said to be a crucial part of the plot within the third act of the film. It is said to have an impact on one of the sequel trilogy characters. Additionally, it's described that some footage of Ewan from Revenge of the Sith will be recycled for Episode 9 as reference material. It's said that JJ will be answering the real reason as to why Obi-Wan spoke to Rey, and that it will be something unexpected and not what fans think. So I want to go over a couple of parts about this that are getting me very excited for this movie. Now, when we look at the character of Obi-Wan Kenobi, we do know that there's a lot of mystery behind, of course, this character and why he spoke to Rey. So now that J.J. Abrams plans to bring in Ewan McGregor for, of course, a scene or two, or maybe even 3 for all we know, as the character of Obi-Wan Kenobi or voiceover work, whatever have you, in order to tell us the true answer as to why Obi-Wan was reaching out to Rey during the events of The Force Awakens, whether that was, of course, a voice of the past or the future, we're not quite sure as of right now. But nonetheless, we will get that answer in Episode 9 by JJ, which is another great thing to know. So not only is JJ bringing in the Knights of Ren, but he will also be answering a lot of those burning questions from Episode 7 that were not answered in Episode 8, The Last Jedi, that will be answered in Episode 9. Now, additionally, what also is very impressive is that they're using a lot of the Ewan McGregor footage as Obi-Wan Kenobi in Revenge of the Sith as reference material. So this definitely does line directly with what we heard about a month ago or so, give or take, that they wanted to recreate the character of Obi-Wan Kenobi for some sequences in the form of CGI here and there. Now, the thing is this, we do know that they have big plans for this movie, for a lot of the prequel trilogy cameos, as well as some of the original trilogy aspects going into Episode 9, as well as Star Wars Rebels material. So this film is often described as an all-out war and a war to end all war, as well as a film that will have a lot of nostalgia and, of course, fan service in order to really cater to a majority of the Star Wars fans around the world. So what I like about Ewan McGregor is that not only did we actually hear just a couple of days ago, all thanks to Star Wars Newsnet by the way, that a Obi-Wan Kenobi TV series is in the works. I don't know if you guys heard this, but it actually transferred from being a movie into a TV series that is set to appear on Disney Plus, and that it is indeed Disney's next priority for, of course, the next Star Wars TV series after The Mandalorian and Cassian Andor. So with that being said, we can already see that Disney is trying to make things right with the Star Wars fans, not just with the new TV series coming out, such as a Darth Bane TV series that they want to do right now as well, but also getting Ewan McGregor back on board in a sequel trilogy film in the Skywalker saga is not only very poetic, but is also a great way to honor the character of Obi-Wan, who was a crucial part of the Skywalkers in, of course, Star Wars Episodes 1 through 8, for all we know, as of right now. So that's the thing with JJ, we do know that he wants to connect things all together in Episode 9, he wants to make things make a whole lot of sense that's going to make us look back at the originals and the prequels in a different way, in a respectful way. And I think that's one of the big worries right now, is whether or not Disney, Lucasfilm, JJ and crew will go too far with, of course, the nostalgia and the fan service that will change our perception on, of course, the past 8 Star Wars movies. And that, to me, yes, it is a risk for sure, but when you're doing something with a passion behind it, and as long as you know what you're doing and you believe in what you're doing, if J.J. Abrams is like that, then I think that we should be fine. As long as it really does resonate with a lot of fans and people do enjoy it, and it just feels magical and is executed well on the big screen, I think it's gonna work. Now, as far as this Obi-Wan, element in Episode 9 that will also involve Ewan McGregor, how it's going to impact one of the sequel trilogy characters, and that it's not what we actually expect it to be, and that it will be unexpected and unpredictable. So, obviously, this has to do with Rey, right? And one would automatically assume that this would mean that she's either a Kenobi or something around those lines. But maybe it's something different. Maybe it's something entirely different that J.J. Abrams is planning to do to really catch us off guard and to bring something out of left field that we won't see coming. That'll really boost up the surprise factor in episode 9. Anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.